Hello and welcome to State and Local Government Spring 2023. My name is Jonathan Parker. I am your instructor. The reason I'm recording this video is in case there are any late registrants or people who could not be here on the first day. I want them to be able to catch up, get a feel for what we're doing, what the course is about, and also be able to take the syllabus quiz, which you will be getting right after we conclude our syllabus talk if you're in class, and you should ask me for if you're not here or register late. All right, so first things first, we meet Monday and Wednesday from 10:30 to 11:45. I had a group once who thought we only had, that they were going to get 3 credit hours for coming to class on a Monday, and that was it. I mean, it was, I could write a book based on the experiences I've had teaching. Secondly, the email, jonathan.parker@icc.edu. This is a problem too. I have students who do JOHN or JONATHON or a variety of different spellings. This was the standardized spelling when I was born back in 1850. Not that hard. It's right here, spelled correctly right there. I'm pretty sure it's on your schedule. It's on the Canvas homepage. You can find the correct way to spell my name. I can't respond to questions if you send me an email that I never get. So send it to JOHN. I'm not going to get it. All right. My room, my office is 216C. It's on the East Peoria campus, which is where we're having our class anyway, so it's in the building. Come on by, especially Mondays and Wednesdays, because I have office hours for a long, long time. After our class ends at 11:45, right up until my international relations course begins. All right, I will hold other office hours by appointment only. We'll do it over Zoom if we can find a mutually agreeable time to do that. Now listen, this is not the only thing I do. I have a 1-year-old, I'm working a second job, and I'm trying to get a graduate certificate so I can teach history here at ICC. That isn't said for pity, that's just to give you some context. All right, I know you're busy and you have a life. I'm going to respect your time, or try to. Please try to respect mine as well. Please talk to me to coordinate a time to meet if you wish to exercise this option, and I will accommodate you if we can find something that fits both our schedules. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns during the semester, please reach out. Really, please reach out. I don't bite. Remember, teachers cannot read minds. I have many powers. Mind reading is not one. I won't know that you are having difficulty unless you tell me that you're having difficulty. I have no idea what's going on in your life that might affect your ability to come to class and pay attention. Talk to me. We can work something out. If you need help, I'm going to try to give it if I can. Again, if I can. I'm available by email otherwise, and will endeavor to get back to you within 1 business day of your inquiry. So an email sent on Monday will be answered by Tuesday. An email sent on Friday, on the other hand, will be answered on Monday. Saturday and Sunday are not business days. If you get an answer from me on a Saturday, you got lucky. Don't expect that. That's the exception, not the rule. You can read the course description on your own. You can read the institutional level outcomes and course level outcomes on your own. This is the book, Governing States and Localities, the 8th edition. We kind of sort of use the book. Little light on it. You should still have it, though. You're not required to purchase any additional books for this section. Online materials and supplemental documents will be supplied by the instructor, and that's the main way that I teach this class, is in an in-person environment. So, course overview. This is just to make the syllabus look neat. We'll go out of order. Federalism, the Illinois Constitution, those two things are up first. I know that. In the event of unforeseen situations that require change, faculty members reserve the right to adjust assignments, due dates, grading standards, class schedules, and or other course elements. Reasonable attempt will be made to communicate these changes in a timely manner on the course Canvas announcement section and by college email. So there's that. I reserve the right to change everything about the syllabus if I need to. G, course policies. If you need to get a hold of me outside of class or my office hours, utilize the email address at the top of page 1. I will try to respond to all emails within a 24-hour period. You're not going to get an answer from me for an email on a Saturday or Sunday. Assignment submissions. We're going old school. No electronic forms of submission, period. End of discussion. If you get sick, let me know as soon as you can. Just bring in whatever was due when you were sick the next time you come to class when you're well. Don't email me any sort of assignment. I don't want it. We're going old school. I've gotten emails in the past stating something to the effect, I can't come to class because I need to study for a test I have later. I'll turn in my work next class. No, you won't. Come up with a better lie or a better reason. Because that's all that's saying is I don't prioritize what we're studying here. So academic citation. I'm a big proponent of academic citation, and I enforce it rigorously. If you use a direct quote from a book, article, website, or you paraphrase a chunk of text from a book, article, website, you present a theory, argument, opinion that does not belong to you, and it's okay to do all of this. Okay, I'm working on this history certificate, as I've told you. There have been plenty of times when writing a paper, I present a theory by Nietzsche. I hope I'm saying that name right. It's Friedrich Nietzsche. And it's just, it doesn't belong to me. Obviously, it belongs to Nietzsche. And I say that, and it's good. And I give an analysis of whatever it is that he said. It's perfectly fine. But I always provide correct citations to show that I'm borrowing from an existing source. All right. Bibliography. At the end of your written assignments, you are required to provide a list of sources that you have utilized for the assignment. We will use the latest MLA format, MLA 9, for bibliographies and inline citations for this class. Use the template here to construct your bibliography. Now, there are a million sites. You might all have your own that you prefer. That's fine. This is just the one that I used when I was a student. You can still use it. You just have to watch an ad now to get a free citation. So the general guideline here, if you have any doubts about whether something needs to be cited, just create a citation for it. I've never, ever, ever taken off points for a needless citation. I just circle it, say you didn't need to cite this. That's the end of it. So inline citations are also expected in any writing assignments that you turn in where you've used outside sources. And just if you have any, just cite it. If you have a doubt about whether it needs to be cited or not, just cite the thing. Wikipedia, not an academic resource. Wikipedia is not an academic resource. Wikipedia is not now nor will ever be an academic resource in spring 2023 state and local government. It will negatively impact your grade if Wikipedia shows up in a bibliography. How badly will it impact your grade? Do you really want to find out? Academic misconduct and plagiarism. more of the what I've been harping on. Based on the severity of the offense, the instructor may recommend failure for an assignment or failure for the course. Multiple instances of academic misconduct could include sanctions up to dismissal from the college. And that's been an issue every semester I've taught here. The first time I've catch you plagiarizing, whether it's 1-point assignment or a 1,000-point assignment, you get the idea. You're getting a 0 for whatever it is without the opportunity to redo said assignment. Second time I catch you plagiarizing, I'm just failing you for the course. No exceptions to this at all will be made. Late submissions. I don't accept late work as a rule. I understand, though, there are circumstances that happen beyond our control. Like last semester, I think the 3rd week in August, I ended up in the hospital for a week. I didn't see that one coming. But, yeah, that would have prevented me from turning in my schoolwork on time if I wasn't the teacher. So if a circumstance like an illness or death in the family or hospitalization or something else does occur, just talk to me. Make sure that you have proof of what you said happened, did happen. And that's about it, really. I mean, invalid excuses. I went to a Chris Brown concert last night. That was one that was actually thrown at me. I had other homework to do. Yeah, you're not going to be turning in anything. There's a standard 10-point grading scale. Here's what you really care about. Test 1, then a test 2. That's 200 points there. I'm going to give you a pretest your first day. So don't, if you are watching this video, don't forget to bother me for a pretest. And you get 25 points just for taking that. The test at the end of the semester is 75 points, and you get just what you get on that. Attendance, I already talked to you about 100 points. You give a short speech, which is 50 points. You'll have quizzes. I mean, they're not really hard. Of about 100 points. Classwork, homework is assigned at least 150 points. Expect maybe a little more. Then the final will be 20% of your grade. Here is everything that's going on. Midterms, March 10th. That's just the midterm. We're not having the midterm exam on March 10th. Spring break, March 13th to March 17th. Last day of class is May 8th, and the finals are May 9th to 15th. News resources. There are 1,000,001 news resources. These are some that I think are about maybe as close to center as you can get these days. NPR, well, that one isn't really center, but this one leans right, this one leans left. Okay, it balances out. Economist, it just kind of depends on the writer, really. BBC, a foreign source. Sometimes the foreign press does a better job of covering us than our own press does. Sad to say, but true. Miscellaneous here, I'm not going to be chasing you down to make sure you're keeping up with your work. If you miss a class, ask me or a classmate what, if anything, you missed. If you don't do this, you're going to start seeing a lot of zeros on Canvas, and that's just a fact. Students are expected to attend class each week. Shocking, I know. Attendance is defined as completing classwork, doing homework assignments, as well as attending lectures. So there's a 100-point grade attached to you showing up to class to encourage attendance. Now, I'll just make this real brief. There will be a binder at the front of the classroom somewhere. There will be a spreadsheet. Everybody's name will be on it and the dates of the class. All right, you sign in next to your name for the date of the class. That's it. You're present. You're accounted for. So, you get the points for that day, and when it comes time for me to determine attendance and who's doing what and who's been where, for never attender and non-attender purposes for the college too, I can make an accurate guess as to who is interested in this course and who really doesn't care too much. So the college handbook states that 5% of classes missed is excessive and may merit being dropped. And that constitutes approximately 1 week of classes. So, that's the guideline I'll use when determining non and never attenders. And that those are the 2 times during the semester that the college wants us to say who's been coming to class and who hasn't. I've had to drop students for excessive absences. I don't want to do that. I don't like doing that, so just come to class. I've had students in previous semesters. I don't get this one, but I put it in here, so who didn't come to class for 2 weeks because they thought I had COVID. I don't understand why. Please note that this is not an acceptable excuse to miss class. If I'm going to be out, you are going to know that I'm out of commission. All right, through either the school or I'll send you an email or something. You just don't come to the door, wait around for a minute. No, he must have COVID, and go away. No, you will either see a sign on the door signed by my dean, or you will have had an email from me. Those are the only 2 ways that you are going to that you'll officially know that I'm not there. So, takeaway from the syllabus: keep an open line of communication. That's what I'm all about, just communication. Communicate with me, and you'll be just fine. Stranger things have happened. You might actually learn something from this class. You might even enjoy yourself. Wow. That is really something. I don't know that we're going to do this. We'll have time for this, but I like to bring in learned people with practical political experience to talk with my classes. If that can be at all arranged, I'm going to make it happen. The people I bring in work in state politics. I've had some experience in state politics myself. And these guys are of all political stripes and persuasions. And they come in just because they like me and they like talking to college students. And main reason I'll choose the people that I choose. If this does occur, they don't charge me. I don't get a budget from the school to do this, so they don't charge. And again, I reserve the right to add or subtract from any part of this syllabus as the semester progresses. I'll make every attempt to notify students of changes during regular class meetings through Canvas, not Blackboard, and or through email. And this is the one and only assignment that I have planned. It went well last semester, so I threw it on there again. You can read through this by yourself. So, again, if you're watching, if you're a late registrant, make sure you bother me for a syllabus quiz and a copy of the syllabus too. Other than that, hope you have a great day, and I will see you soon if I haven't already seen you.